The Kingbull Ranger is the kind of e-bike that makes a strong first impression, not because it's trying too hard, and not because it's packed with tons of flashy features that only look good on paper. It stands out because the whole bike feels committed to a very specific kind of ride. This is not a lightweight commuter pretending to be rugged, and it's not a stripped-down off-road bike trying to feel refined. The Ranger leans fully into that vintage moped-style electric bike identity, and that is exactly why it works. From the frame design, to the long bench seat, to the fat tires, to the full suspension layout, everything about this bike points in the same direction. It's built to feel comfortable. It's built to feel planted, and it's built to make the ride feel easy to enjoy. That long bench seat is one of the first things that really defines the experience. It changes the look of the bike immediately, but more importantly, it changes the feel of the ride. A traditional saddle locks the body into one position. A bench seat like this gives a little more freedom. It gives a little bit more room to shift, more room to settle in, and more room to relax over time. And that's what matters. Because when a bike is meant for longer, more laid-back rides, comfort is not just about softness. It's about whether the whole riding position feels natural, whether it feels like a bike that works with the rider instead of forcing the rider into one position the entire time. And the Ranger really seems to understand that. The seat gives the bike a more open personality. Alright, let's get this thing unboxed. Unboxing the bike is straightforward, and all necessary tools for assembly are included. First, I remove the packaging straps and remove the box by carefully removing the tape and pulling the box free of the staples. Then I laid the box down and slid the e-bike out carefully. Stand the e-bike up and remove all zip ties and protective foam, revealing the sleek design of the Kingbull Ranger e-bike. Install the handlebars by loosening the bolts on the bike stem, centering the handlebars and rotating them to align with your preferred riding position before tightening the bolts securely. For the front wheel, loosen the bolts of the protective bar on the front fork, add the front wheel, and tighten the bolts to ensure it is secure. The pedals are clearly marked for the left and right sides, matching the pedal stems. Screw in the pedals and use a wrench to further tighten them easily. Install the front headlamp by loosening the bolts on the fork brace, attaching the headlamp, and then adjusting its orientation to face forward. Alright, let's take this thing for a ride. Alright, here's a speed test from a stop. Let's see how fast this thing can go. Alright, starting now. 6 miles per hour, 22 miles per hour, 25, 31. So I'm topping out at around 31. Seems to be the top is around 31 miles per hour. Faster than 31, but it kind of cuts off at 31, which is plenty fast, especially on these winding roads. The saddle on the Kingbull Ranger makes the ride feel less cramped, less rigid, less formal, and that fits the style of the e-bike perfectly. It also adds something else. It gives the bike that shared ride kind of feel. That long bench naturally makes it seem more accommodating. It creates the impression that this is not just a bike built around solo riding. It feels like a bike designed with more flexibility in mind. And even when riding alone, that longer seat still adds a lot. It gives the whole experience a more relaxed tone. It helps the bike feel substantial. It helps the bike feel different. And that is a big part of the appeal here. The frame design supports the same feeling. This bike has that stretched, low-slung, vintage-inspired shape that immediately gives its presence. It does not look nervous, it does not look twitchy, it looks calm, it looks stable, it looks like it wants to stay planted. And that is important because on a bike like this, the visual identity needs to match the ride character. A bike with this kind of styling should feel grounded, it should feel composed, it should feel like something meant to be enjoyed, not rushed. And the Ranger seems built around exactly that idea. And then there's the motor. Kingbull gives this bike a 750 watt rear hub motor with 1300 watts of peak power. And for this kind of build, that is the right direction. A bike with fat tires, a large frame, full suspension, and a bench seat needs enough power to feel alive. If it does not have that, the whole thing can start to feel heavy in the wrong way. But when the motor is strong enough, the ride changes. Instead of feeling like the bike is dragging its weight, it starts to feel like that size and that structure are part of the experience. And that's the sweet spot. And this setup sounds like it's aiming right for it, because on a bike like this, power is not only about top speed, it's about ease. It's about whether the bike feels willing. It's about whether it responds in a way that matches the boldness of the design. A strong motor helps this kind of bike feel confident. It helps it feel intentional, and it helps the Ranger avoid the problems some larger e-bikes have, where they look powerful but ride softer than expected. This one sounds like it has the output to support the attitude, and that makes a difference. The weight of the bike is also part of the story. This is not an ultra-light machine, and really, it is not supposed to be. A bike like this is meant to feel sturdy. It's meant to feel substantial. It's meant to feel like it has some weight behind it. That heavier build is part of what gives it its presence. It is part of what helps it feel more settled. And on a fat tire e-bike with this kind of layout, that can actually be a good thing. Because when a bike feels planted, it usually feels more relaxed too. It feels less jittery, less nervous, less delicate. That matches the entire point of the Ranger. This bike seems designed to create a ride that feels calm and supported, not harsh, not frantic, not overly demanding, just steady, smooth, and easy to sink into. And a lot of that comes from the suspension. This bike gets front suspension and rear suspension, and that is a big deal for a moped style fat tire e-bike at this price point. Because once the surface gets rough, the ride quality matters more than ever. The fat tires already help. They add cushion, they add footprint, they add stability. But when front and rear suspension are added into the mix, the whole experience starts to feel much more controlled. Small chatter gets softened, rough patches feel less sharp, uneven surfaces feel easier to deal with, and that is exactly what this kind of bike needs, because it's clearly meant to be more than a smooth pavement cruiser. It is supposed to handle mixed terrains. It is supposed to feel comfortable when the surfaces are not perfect. It is supposed to carry that relaxed ride personality into more demanding conditions, and suspension is a huge part of making that possible. That is one of the nicest things about bikes in this category when they are done well. They do not ask the rider to tense up every time the road gets rough. They do not force every bump directly through the frame. Instead, they help the rider stay composed, they help the rider stay comfortable, and they let the bike feel more capable without becoming intimidating. That is what the Ranger seems to be aiming for. The 20 by 4 inch tires help reinforce that too. Fat tires bring a specific kind of confidence. They make the bike feel broader, more stable, more forgiving. They help on loose surfaces. They add comfort over broken ground, and they contribute to that planted feeling that defines so much of the ride character. On a bike like this, those tires are not just a visual choice. They are part of the identity. They are part of what makes the Ranger feel like a true match between style and function. The braking setup is another strong point. Hydraulic brakes are exactly what should be here. On a bike with this kind of size, this kind of weight, and this kind of speed potential, braking performance matters a lot. Because braking is not just about stopping power. It's about control, it's about confidence, it's about the feeling a bike gives you when the pace picks up and the rider wants to know the bike can settle itself down smoothly. That is where hydraulic brakes make such a difference. They help the bike feel more defined, more trustworthy, more complete. And on a comfort-focused e-bike like this, that matters just as much as the motor does, because the more relaxed the ride becomes, the more important it is that the bike feels predictable. A strong braking system supports the whole experience. It helps the bike feel easy to trust, and when a bike feels easy to trust, it becomes easier to enjoy. The battery is another important part of why this package works. A 48-volt, 80-amp-hour battery gives the Ranger a solid amount of capacity for a bike in this class. And that makes sense, because this does not feel like the kind of bike meant for short, forgettable rides. Everything about the design suggests a bike that encourages more time in the seat. The comfort, the suspension, the long bench, the fat tires, the laid-back riding posture. It all points towards a bike that wants riders to stay out longer. So a healthy battery size is not just a nice extra, it's necessary. Without enough battery, a bike like this would feel limited. The comfort would be there, the style would be there, but the freedom would not be there. And that is why a larger battery matters so much on this kind of build. It gives the bike the support it needs to actually deliver the kind of ride it promises. The top speed fits the bike well too. A moped-style e-bike should not feel timid. It should have enough pace to feel satisfying, enough speed to make the bike feel in sync with its design, not in a way that turns the ride into something harsh or chaotic, but in a way that gives the bike enough energy to feel fun, enough energy to feel useful, enough energy to make that strong visual presence feel earned. That balance matters, because a bike like this should feel bold without becoming overwhelming, and that seems to be the lane that the Ranger is trying to stay in. Another thing that helps this bike is that it comes across as a complete package. Not just a good motor and battery attached to a nice looking frame, but a bike with thoughtful, everyday features built in. There are fenders, integrated lights, turn signals, a horn, a rear rack. Those things matter. Maybe not in the first few minutes, but over time, they matter a lot, because those are the features that make the bike easier to live with. They make it feel ready, they make it feel finished, and they reduce the gap between owning the bike and actually using it. That is one of the best things a bike can do. It removes friction. It can make the ride feel simple to start, simple to enjoy, simple to come back to again and again, and the Ranger seems built around that idea. Okay, let's talk about the pros. The Kingbull Ranger stands out with a lot of comfort and personality. The long bench seat gives it more of a relaxed ride feel and also adds flexibility for different riding positions. The full suspension fat tires definitely help smooth out rougher surfaces and make the bike feel more planted. The 750 watt motor with 1300 watt peak power is a strong match for this style of e-bike, giving it the kind of push it needs to feel confident instead of sluggish. The larger battery is another big plus because it supports the laid-back, longer ride nature of the bike. On top of that, features like hydraulic brakes, integrated lights, turn signals, fenders, and the rear rack help make it feel like a complete package instead of something that still needs a lot to be added to. As far as the cons, the biggest downside is the weight. A bike with this kind of build, bench seat, suspension, and fat tires is naturally going to be on the heavier side, so it will not be the easiest to move around when the ride is over. Some riders may also prefer a torque sensor instead of a cadence sensor for a more natural pedal feel. And while the larger, cushier setup is great for comfort, it's not going to feel as nimble or athletic as a lighter, more traditional e-bike. In closing, the Kingbull Ranger feels like a bike that knows exactly what it wants to be. It leans into comfort, vintage style, and a relaxed ride experience, while still bringing enough power and useful features to make the experience feel complete. It's not the lightest or most refined option for every kind of rider, but for someone who wants a moped-style e-bike with strong visual character, a smooth ride, and more pros than cons, it makes a very solid case for itself. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us on this electrifying journey. This is Jeremy Vinny, signing off. We'll see you on the next one.